Hello everyone, welcome to HDFR 4260, Family Systems and Social Justice. Through this video, I will be introducing myself so that you can get to know more about me. First, I would like to share about my roots. I'm originally from Mexico, but I grew up in northern Indiana. In the picture that you see, my mother, myself and my sister back in Mexico. And on the other side, you see myself with my children, my siblings, and my parents. As I said, I grew up in Mexico, and when we lived in Mexico, we experienced a lot of poverty, and that's one of the main reasons why my parents decided to immigrate to the US. And as you can see in the picture with my mother, my father is not present because since I was little, since I was born, my father would immigrate to the US to work as a migrant worker. And he would leave my mother, my sister, and I behind. But eventually they decided that it would be better to take the entire family to the US because we would have better and more opportunities in the US. And here in the following slide, I have some pictures that have a special meaning to me. The first one that you see here, when I'm younger, that's when I was in 6th grade, and I earned an award, and it meant a lot to me because I arrived to the US when I was only 10 years old and not speaking any English, so it was a big success for me that I earned an award. The picture in the middle, when I was in high school, I was part of a mentoring program where community leaders would mentor us on leadership and on how to prepare to obtain a higher education. And the one here on the right side, that's when I earned my bachelor's degree. And again, they mean a lot to me because I was the first member of my family to obtain a higher education. And the one in the middle with the community leaders also mean a lot to me because it was through support of people like them and also through teachers that I was able to overcome different barriers, because my family was always very supportive. My parents always wanted me to get a higher education, but they didn't really know how to help me. So it was through the support of the entire community and where I lived that it was possible for me to get a higher education degree. And I want to point this out because I want to encourage you, especially the majority of you who are studying to become counselors, teachers, and that you're going to be working in nonprofits. I think there's a lot of hope for children coming from minority and disadvantaged backgrounds if there is support in the community. So you will play a very important role in helping many succeed. So I wanted to share that with you. For me, upon graduating, actually when I was still in college, I started helping other families in my community. I worked as a student part-time in my college, putting together workshops in which we talked to Latino immigrant families about the American educational system, to teach them about how the system works and how they could better work with the system in order to help their children be prepared for college and also be able to apply for college. So we also talked to them about the college application process, obtaining financial aid and scholarships. And for me, it was a very rewarding experience that I was using my own personal experience of growing up in an immigrant household with parents who didn't speak English and who knew very little about the American educational system. Upon graduating from Grace College, or my undergraduate school, I decided that I wanted to complete a Master's of Social Work, and I was accepted at Case Western Reserve University. And while I was living there in Cleveland, Ohio, I had the opportunity to work at the Boys and Girls Club of Cleveland, and then also at another nonprofit where we conducted workshops on how to save money, also how to create or develop your own small business, how to save for your home or for schooling. And we would provide IDAs, which was a way to help families save more money for different situations that would help them succeed financially. After I graduated from Case Western, I went back to Indiana, where I grew up, northern Indiana, and I was able to obtain a position at a college there in Indiana, in which we did a lot of social outreach. We again conducted workshops and also college nights, especially for Latino families, where they would be able to learn more about how the American education system works and how they could help their own children go to college. This was a very rewarding experience. We also conducted research. For those of you who know Dr. Ruben Viramontes, he was actually the principal investigator of the research project in Indiana. We learned about the strengths of the families as well as the challenges that they were facing in this community, so that we could identify, again, their strengths and needs and know how to better serve them. I also had the opportunity to work at this college conducting service learning courses in which we would go out to the field and learn about the Latino community. And through these experiences, my students were also able to improve their Spanish-speaking abilities and also their ability of being able to work with diverse populations. I also had the opportunity to teach in Mexico for about 2 years. This was also a very rewarding experience to learn about that transnational experience of people living in Mexico and who also have relatives in the US. Even though I'm originally from Mexico, for me, it was a new experience because, as I said, I went to live to the US as a child. And finally, I'm very happy to share with you that just in the past October, I was able to earn my PhD degree from Boston College School of Social Work. And again, this was a big success for me, coming from immigrant parents who didn't have the opportunity to obtain a college degree. And also, it was a big project, not only for me, but also for my husband and my children that were supportive along the way. I had 2 children along the way. It wasn't, easy, but it was doable, and thanks to the support of my family. And through the program, I was able to further conduct additional research. And my research focuses on studying the family and child well-being. Especially my dissertation focused on how the immigration status and how different familial factors affect the well-being of the mother and the child. And again, I have also conducted different studies with Dr. Ruben Viramontes on the relationship between families, schools, and communities, and how these three entities can better collaborate to increase the success of diverse populations. This is a picture of my family, my husband Juan, and my two children, Gabriel and Tony. Gabriel is the oldest one. He's 5 now, and Tony is 3. And that picture, Tony was, well, actually both of them were younger, but Tony still looks like a baby or toddler, and now he doesn't, so I should update my picture. So again, this is a presentation so that you can get to know me and my background, both professional and a little bit more about my familial background as well. And I am hoping to get to know a lot of you as well through your presentations. I am very excited, and this is the foundation that I have that helps me to provide some expertise on this course. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Please know that I am here to help. Just send me a message, and we can also arrange a way so that we can do a Zoom session. Welcome to my course, and thank you so much.